Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here as the recording of this. It is Saturday, December 16th, 2023. I am holding a piping hot caffeinated beverage that I got from Dunkin' Donuts right back there. And I also purchased this $50 gift card, which I will be giving away on my Instagram, a little holiday giveaway. All you have to do is go over to my Instagram. I'll post a photo of this, and then later on, 8, 10, 12 hours after I post the photo, I will choose a comment that is down below that, and I will mail this out free of charge to anyone who wants or needs or desires it, just based on whatever comment and whoever, you know, replies to their comment and gives those comments hearts and all that. Just no real rhyme or reason to any of this, but just wanted to kind of give some stuff away for the holidays. I've been doing this off and on. Today I'm going to be heading down to my parents' house, down Highway 192. I will not be filming our Christmas, which is today. We're going to be opening presents today. Brought along the gifts that I've been purchasing. My sister flew into town late last night, got into town. This will be the only day that the four of us will be able to celebrate Christmas, even though it is a little bit early, so we're going to exchange presents. My mom is going to be making a meal, a holiday meal, be enjoying that. We'll not be filming any of that per se, but I will film some other stuff throughout the course of the day, on the way down, on the way back, the afternoon and evening perhaps. Just kind of winging today, but it's good to have you here. I'm inviting you to join you. I really could use a coffee. Warm. Join me, shall you? Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention my Instagram is Adam the Woo ATW, all together, no spaces, no other things in there other than Adam the Woo spelled out and then an ATW afterwards. That's Adam the Woo ATW. Bigfoot doesn't use Instagram, but yeah, maybe one day he will. Probably not though. I don't even know any of this. I don't think he has any socials. Yeah, Adam the Woo ATW. And this could be yours. Or I'm gonna be doing this. I've been doing this a little bit, but I'm gonna continue doing it throughout the month with different items. So if you're not into this, just wait for another one. Also, the weather is really nasty out. Really nasty weather out. Right here at mile marker 12, you see on 192. Also, the reason I'm mentioning doing the Christmas today with my family is because on Christmas Day, I might end up doing something else. Just wanted to throw it out there that if I end up doing something else that's non-Christmassy, non-get-togethery, it's because I'm doing it today. And it's the only day that all the members of my family, well, immediate family, mom, dad, and sister, hello there, have the day to do this. And the reason I'm driving down this road, because this road has not been drivable by the general public, or at least anyone that veers off over here, in years. I passed this yesterday and wanted to pull off, but the traffic was so bad I wasn't able to merge this whole light. This used to be a resort back in the day. In fact, it was used in the movie The Florida Project. You ever seen the movie The Florida Project? There was one scene where they burned down one of the buildings. And it actually was burned. It wasn't like computer graphics or anything like that. And it sat right in here. And then even way before that, well, it might have been around the same time, my buddy Cody and I, the Cody, kind of old school reference, we got in here and there was a turtle who was stuck inside the pool up here, couldn't get out of the pool. So we ended up getting the turtle out of the pool. And there's also a nice little reference too I'll mention up here too. There used to be a dock. Oh, the dock's still out there. Yeah, the dock is still out there. Take a look at that. Yeah, take a look. You just pull right in here. No more fences, no more blockades, nothing. You got the old parking lot here, parking spot. This used to be where you'd go into the office to book a room or book a cabin. And the pool was right over here. I'm sure if you've watched my channel, or perhaps my friend Justin Scar's channel, the term "go home and sleep well." It's a reference to Sean Connery in The Untouchables. The first time I ever said it in a video, was over here when we got the turtle out of the pool, which I think the pool was like somewhere in here. They filled it in. Cody said, oh, we got that turtle out. Save that turtle. I said, we've done our duty. Could go home and sleep well. Then I ended up going to California, became really good friends with Justin. We quote that all the time. He started adopting that into his repertoire of sayings, and now he kind of has just owned that phrase. The first time I ever said it in a video, imitating Sean Connery, was right over here at that pool. Check it out, the dock's still here. And some of the tile work here, and a jet ski. I don't even know if Justin knows that's the first time I ever used it here. He might know. Yes! Go home and sleep well. Yeah, luckily, or thankfully, the Florida Project documented this in a feature film. See the Lynx bus system going by over there. Nothing left. This will all be developed one day. Well, maybe, I don't know. 192 is not exactly thriving. Then again, I usually will not tear something down unless something's going to go in its place. That's usually how things work. So possibly. See the parking lot stretch all down there. And the reason all these parking spots are diagonal like this, going as far as the eye can see, is because the cabins were all right here. 2-story cabins all the way that direction. Sat empty for a heck of a long time. Just kind of became an eyesore, so I'm kind of glad they're gone. Just up the way, about another, I don't know, half a mile, heading eastwardly. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before. I probably have never stated this. Back in 2003, I was going to be married in this wedding chapel. It is now an Iglesias Pentecostal International Church. There used to be a wedding chapel. Kind of think of like one similar to what you'd see in Vegas, in a little wedding chapel. I got married at the chapel. Oh, love? That's kind of what this was. The girl I was dating at that time, we got pretty serious. Set a date, set a venue, 2003-ish. Didn't work out, obviously. I never have been married. It ended before it came to fruition. But yeah, I just passed by this. I don't think I've ever mentioned it before. There's a guy yelling at me from the hotel next door. It's like, yeah, I don't want to like show him, but he's like on the balcony of the hotel yelling at me. So I think I'm gonna get back in the car, keep walking. There's a hotel right next door. I'm gonna get in the car and keep driving. Still yelling, but not showing. He's behind that bush over there from his balcony yelling at me. Ask me what I'm doing standing here on the side of 192. I'm just reminiscing about how I was almost married. Didn't happen. All right, gonna carry on. It's even wilder to think that was 20 years ago. Could have been celebrating a 20-year anniversary. Maybe one day I'll get married. I'm not opposed to it. I think I'm more into the idea now than I've ever been in my life. Not that it's gonna be happening anytime soon, but yeah. I'm not opposed to it. For a long time I was, but I think now I'm getting older. Kind of could accept it. I'm passing into the Kissimmee city limit now. Dang, look at this. The building that used to be right here in front of those apartment homes, used to be a hotel, now it's apartments, is no longer there. They've torn it down. And this Sonny's Barbecue, if I recall, it was a barbecue place. I think it was Sonny's Barbecue. It's now sitting empty. Desolate and closed. Relics of 192. Lots of satellite dishes over there. Gotta wipe that off the lens there. Apologize for giving you the finger. Little security camera there, probably not on. Yeah, another BBQ bites the dust. It's been closed a long time though, so it's not anything that's happened in pressing moments. I'm just trying to show some stuff on the commute down to St. Cloud from Celebration Kissimmee area. Ooh, back gate's open over here. Yeah, somebody's living in there. Nope, no one's living in there. I thought they were. There was like a big TV, an old school TV in there. Yeah. Used to be a building right there. Whoa, holy crud, that Boston Market closed. You know how many times I ate? My windshield wipers are starting to make some noises. I ate at that Boston Market so many freaking times when I lived in this area down here. Early 2000s. Man, Boston Market's closed. Who knew? And right across the street from that, catty corner on the other side, this used to be a Chinese restaurant that looked like a train. So it was a full train, or at least train cars. You go inside the train cars to get Chinese food. Ate here a few times. It burned down, I believe it was in the late 90s. And the rumor is that the person that owned the business, I don't know, it could be speculation, that they had something to do with the fire. But I don't know. I don't know if that's, it's hearsay. It's all hearsay. It used to be right here. Here's the parking lot. A lot of empty parking lots of former buildings here on 192. Covering a lot of 192 lately. I'm doing a lot of reminiscing. I like to reminisce. Used to be a really good Stephen Wright line. I like to reminisce with people I don't know. People ask how I'm feeling. So you know that feeling when you lean back in a chair and you tilt back and you almost fall over and you catch yourself, but you don't fall over? I feel like that all the time. And since I showed that old wedding chapel, go over here on Catherine Street, right off of Highway 192. I lived half a block, 192 right there. That abandoned Kmart I showed yesterday across the street. But I lived right here on Catherine Street with the girl I was going to marry, right down here in this house on Catherine Street. 20 years ago. Remember, we rented that house. So we're just renting it, and I built a kind of a soundproof, it was really not the most soundproof, band room. I put boards up around the whole room, separated it by like 5 inches of air, because I had heard that that would kind of muffle the sound outside. You really couldn't hear the bass amp or the drums too loud outside. It did work, but it was a real big undertaking to do that. And when we moved out, tearing all that out of there and cleaning all that was just such a pain in the rear. Ah, memories. Used to be a cell phone store right there. Got my very first cell phone in 2003. I was a little late to the game, but yeah, my first cell phone used to be right there in that cell phone shop. All right, I stand corrected. It's on the other side of the building, and it still is an AT&T store. Look at that. Yeah, 2003. A couple years late to the party on the cell phone thing, but yeah. I've been having a cell phone for 20 years. It's incredible how many food truck places are popping up on Highway 192. There's one at the flea market near Hope Thrift that just opened. And there's like 30 food trucks in it. There's another one across from Old Town, less than a half a mile from the new one that opened, that has like 20 or 30 tucked behind a shopping center. And now there's this other one, which is in front of one of the first CC's Pizzas to open in this vicinity. In fact, I remember in the late 90s, early 2000s, probably late 90s, when this CC's opened. Goodness gracious, it's raining. And I have to say, also there used to be a, I can't remember what was over there. It's like this shopping center here. It used to be a record store in here. Kind of a short-lived record store. There's a mini storage place. But I put the blame on CC's Pizza, even though it's a heck of a good deal, for starting the whole, hi, welcome to CC's, when you would walk in. And now every place emulates that. A lot of business owners, a lot of bigwigs who do not work in stores, retail stores, you'll walk in, even Starbucks does it, Some convenience stores do it, truck stops do it, restaurants do it. Not restaurant, mostly quick service. You'll walk in, and even though, like, let's say you'll be like ringing out, the employee, even though they probably don't want to, yells over your head, "Hi, welcome to," insert the name in there. And CC's is the one that started that, and I don't really care for it. I don't like being yelled at when I walk into a place that I'm consciously parking and walking in and making my own decision to enter. Like, I know I already want to be there. I don't need to be welcomed. I'd rather just be helped. I know it's kind of a weird tick, but CC's is the one that started that. And back in the day, it used to be $2.49. I love CC's pizza. I'm not knocking on CC's at all, because it's a heck of a good deal. It used to be $2.49, then it went to like $3.99, then it went to $4.99. I don't even know how much it is now, but yeah, my roommate Rob and I, back in the day when I lived over on Donegan, we went to like one of the grand opening weeks of this CC's, and it's still up. Glad it's still kicking. And I'm sure when you walk in, they probably welcome you in there. And then you go out to your car. If you forget your wallet, you walk right back out and go back in. They welcome you in again. They don't even like look up. They just welcome you. Also, here's kind of a deep cut for anyone that might be tuning in that's a local. They might remember. Even though all three of these lanes is a green light, this used to be a continuous green lane for years. This far right lane. Not a real tree. Not a real tree. Drove through the Kmart parking lot I used to work out. Not the one I showed yesterday in the video yesterday, but the other one. Corner of Simpson Road that I worked out for 5 years. Now it's a school. Yeah, since I'm kind of on a little memory trail here. I've talked about it a lot of times. Also, I did my moving into the van video when I first started doing YouTube and quit my job at the feed store. I did my first van dwelling video right here in this parking lot. Fun fact. Also got a lot of inquiries from folks saying, oh, going back to the van, get another RV. The answer to both of those is no, not happening. This is the last stop off of the video, and then I'm gonna head over to my parents and enjoy the day with them. The first job I ever had, this is the back side of the former Publix that used to be back here. Now it is a gym of some sort. First job I ever had, I got in 91. I worked at this Publix from 91 to 94-ish. 93 and a half, something like that. I worked 3 years. I went over to the BVL store, Buena Ventura Lake store. So right over there was the loading, where that truck is. There used to be a loading dock that would lift up and we'd unload the trucks. I worked overnight stock crew. That was the first job I had, the first paid, like, punching a clock job I ever had. Stocking shelves at Publix and then on to other retail places as well. The van dwelling times were interesting times, and definitely learning experience, and really helped the channel out a lot. Didn't realize when I first started it that people would tune in to watch travels, and I will never stop traveling. I will always travel. But soon there will be new endeavors. You know, next year will kind of be business as usual. Obviously the move is coming up after first of the year, New Year's Eve into New Year's Day. I got some announcements and things that are going to be changing. Dramatic changes, big news coming up, but I don't want to spoil that yet or announce that yet. Going to be uprooting, rerouting, lots of rooting. You're rooting around. But I'm always going to travel. I'm always going to have that wanderlust. Yeah, that truck's right on where the lift hill is. My car, it's raining in my car. I don't know if I'd ever buy an RV again either. I think if I ever did traveling, sleeping in a vehicle, I'd go back to the vans, but I don't even know if I would do that. It's easier just to have a small car, rent a car, get a hotel. And I was kind of van dwelling before it really became a thing. I think I kind of missed out on the popularity of it. I think I ended it before it became a thing, that became a titled thing, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna go eat some very tasty, delectable treats and savory dishes that my mom is preparing. Spend some time with my mom, my dad, and my sister, and enjoy the holidays. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video, the vlog. The vlog and my camera lens. Well, my camera lens is wet. But the vlog. You gonna eat some turkey, Big? You gonna eat some turkey, Big the Foot? All right, all right. The vlog is over.